Talk Breakfast.
Good morning and welcome to News Talk Breakfast with me, Ivan Yates, and Chris Donoghue.
Thanks, Ivan. All eyes on Brussels this morning. But first, let's get news headlines with Kathy Madden.
Good morning. The Finance Minister will meet the EU Commissioner, who's responsible for the approval of...
16 people came to Dublin in search of a job. They've come to battle it out to be Bill Collins' apprentice.
You guys and girls are the generation that grew up as Celtic Tiger cubs, and that era is over.
One of Ireland's most successful businessmen, self-made multi-millionaire and inner-city boy done good. He's offering the successful candidate a 6-figure salary.
It was disrespectful. It was abuse.
To get the job, they'll have to work and live together for 13 relentless weeks, each week facing a tough business task.
There is no strategy involved here.
There is strategy and there is relationships being involved in this room.
This is the ultimate job interview.
You are fired. You are fired. You're fired.
Last week on The Apprentice,
Now, would you be angry?
both teams had to create a calendar to promote Ford's new Fiestival Facebook competition.
With my passion for cars, you better impress me as well.
Sarah's team struggled with communication.
I spoke to Michelle a number of times.
Do not put this on me, Sarah. You are lying, and it's the most unprofessional thing I've ever
hold
seen.
a little
We
back,
were
will you?
not asked for a picture of the car on day one.
And omitted some vital components.
Nowhere in the calendar can I see a Ford Oval or can I see the word Fiesta mentioned.
Your job is to watch those details.
Sarah paid the ultimate price in the boardroom.
You signed off on a project that if it had been put in front of me, I'd have thrown it in the bin. You're fired.
Becoming the 6th candidate to be fired.
Hello.
Good morning. Bill has asked me to tell you all to pack an overnight bag and they can be waterproofs.
Everyone, 6:15, bring an overnight bag, wet gear and casual gear.
"6:15 a.m. and the final 10 candidates leave County Wicklow and travel to the north side of the city to meet Bill, who will deliver the details of this week's task.
Elevate Fusion, we are here, standing on the pitch and putt course at the Cadbury factory in Coolock. Founded back in the 60s for employees. So you see, promoting play is a very important part of the Cadbury work ethos. And I'll now hand you over to Greta Hamill, the Head of Marketing for Cadbury Ireland.
Good morning and welcome to Cadbury Ireland here in Coolock. Cadbury is the official treat provider to the London 2012 Olympic Games and the Irish Olympic team. And to celebrate this, we are launching a new campaign on a scale that has never been seen before. The name of this campaign is Cadbury Spots versus Stripes. Your task today is to create a Cadbury Spots v Stripes Games event in a local community. Throughout the task, you need to consider the following: the number of people and the way in which you recruit people to the Games events, the number of people that you get signed up as a spot or as a stripe, to demonstrate creativity in creating some new games for the event. I wish you all the very best of luck and thank you.
I'm going to nail down some rules. No internet. I don't want any of you in a dark room looking at a computer screen. It's word of mouth, the core of communication. I want to rejig things a little. And I want Michelle and Dave to move to Fusion. And then I want Will and Jamie to go to Elevate. And I'm going to set the PMs this time. And for Fusion, Michelle, you'll be the project manager, and Elevate, I'm going to make Will the PM for this one. When I see you all again, it's going to be in my boardroom, where one of you will be fired.
Each team have been given their own village, and to enable them to get there as quickly as possible, Cadbury's have laid on 2 helicopters.
We're going to arrive in 35 minutes. How do you feel being the PM?
Excellent, yeah. One of the tasks that I'd love to be in charge of.
Elevate's village is Timahoe in County Laois, which has a little over 500 inhabitants.
If that's the M50, we're actually going, that's the Ballantyre exit, then we're actually going down
southwest.
Yeah.
This is kind of my neck of the woods, so I know fairly like Laois. I'm from Laois, so Brabant over there and we're passing by it, so we're kind of heading towards Timahoe.
Fusion have been given Tyrrell's Pass in County Westmeath with a similar population.
We have to make a massive deal out of this, like make it huge. It's free, it's the Cadbury's, it's the lawn.
Both villages are surrounded by a number of larger towns.
That it? That's it there. That's it there. Oh, that's not a village. It's just 4 houses.
Each team have been given use of the village hall and €800 seed money. Cadbury's have given each team 3 large inflatable games for their events. Tomorrow their fun day kicks off at 1:30 p.m. and both teams will be judged by Cadbury's on the footfall, the originality of their new game, and finally how many people each team sign up as either a spot or a stripe.
We need to decide not what's going to be here, but how we're going to get people here.
Midday, and Michelle's team start to work out their strategy for spreading the word.
So media, news, radio.
News, radio.
Okay.
Straight away, I'd love to try and get a hold of an ice cream van. We can target children, so we're going to have to be very careful how we do it. But we will literally, if we can use the PA system on the ice cream van, just say calling on adults.
Yep.
I think what we were saying about getting flyers done up and start actually hitting the streets as well.
I don't know if leaflets are actually necessary. If we're going to be talking to people directly, they said the population of the town is 493 people.
Yeah.
I think between the 5 of us, we should be speaking to 490 of those today.
493 people, that's 100 people each. That's not a lot of people, you know.
I'm going to take myself, Ciara and Niamh and do the word of mouth stuff. We'll have a look into flyers, door knocking, all of that, getting that word on the street.
Yep.
And I'm going to get you two to look after the newspaper, the radio and everything like that. So I'm going to get you to sub-PM between yourself and Barry, OK?
Michelle is probably overly determined to win this. She doesn't trust anybody, and she's probably paranoid that maybe too many project managers have gone to date.
First of all, always we need to brainstorm in terms of exactly what we're going to be doing.
In Timahoe, Will's team start working on the concept for their original game.
There has to be something that's simple, that people are able to kind of catch on. We don't need to be explaining the rules for 10 minutes. It needs to be simple, but funny would definitely help as well.
You know, like it's like a mat and people are like kind of...
Twister?
Like a twist on Twister.
But if we combined some popular sports to make one good and funny sport, say the rules of football, but using a rugby football, it'd be priceless. Like say it's a rugby ball, but you're not throwing the ball. You can't throw the rugby ball. You have to kick it.
That would kind of alienate, though, a lot of like mothers and girls as well, because I know.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think it would as well. It could be a little rough though as well, you know, just for kids, and it could have injuries then. And
let's choose maybe simpler games that there are not many rules involved.
Bill shook up the teams yet again, and I think for the better. You know, I'm working with 2 individuals I hadn't worked before, and I'm glad I am. Najat and Tara are extremely good individuals, you know, to have on my team.
I was thinking of human sheepdog type thing, right? So you've got stripes and spots, you have a pin, and you have a group of stripes, say, and you'll have one person guiding them, and they'll have to get them all in the pin, and whoever gets it first, stripes or spots, wins.
I do think that's quite a good idea for the actual original game. It ticks all the boxes for me.
In Tyrrell's Pass, event organiser Dave is pitching his game idea to PM Michelle.
You know the balls that you do your sit-ups on, those big ones? You have one of them. You have to lay on the front of the ball, so that the ball is your spot, the lane is your stripe. And you just have to lay on top of the ball and get to the end. It's surprisingly funny and difficult. It's simple. You can add up your points. We can allocate a time to it. We can have people's times up.
Dave has come up with an idea using gym balls, and Pretty much Michelle has gone with it very quickly without very little thought. She hasn't thought much about the concept. You know, this is not good enough, Michelle. I'm really, really sorry. I'm worried about her already.
Although they are not allowed to use the internet, they have their computers on which they can design flyers.
Can I just say something, that the whole leaflet here is the launch of Ireland's newest game.
Well, it's the event, it's the fun that really...
Oh, sorry.
It's Cadbury's Spots vs. Stripes Family Fun Day.
Campaign.
Reading it there, I wouldn't know what that means.
It definitely does not make sense as it is just now.
Well, can we not actually do this in the car, guys, on the way?
Yeah. You can, yeah.
We can, yeah.
3 p.m. Najette, Jamie and Panos leave for Portlaoise to get flyers printed. They have budgeted €60 to run off 300. An hour and a half later, and Panos still isn't happy with the flyers.
If I had time, I would have put on the back of the page the explanation of what the actual spots against stripes.
Do you want to do just a quick couple of lines then?
On the back page?
At the back of the leaflet.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I think it's fine. I actually go about 6.50. 6.50 in the leaflets, yeah.
Well, I'll do the whole lot for you.
You can run the whole lot together,
okay.
Yeah.
Back in Tyrrell's Pass, Fusion are still in their village hall.
It's late afternoon. They're here 3 hours now. Michelle should have the boys down in the village. They should be down one-to-one, person-to-person, out there shouting out to all the houses and to all the small businesses around, come up to the event tomorrow. They should be down there now. They're wasting time, and I'm getting really frustrated with them.
Look, to give them, we go and talk. There's no point just
Can you guys then stick on T-shirts?
Oh, we will, yeah. We can stick on T-shirts and a pair of jeans.
Yeah. Do you want to grab that stuff now?
We have it. It was a bit kind of, let's get out here, you know. This act of sitting around doesn't do me anything. And it's not going to let people know we're here. But I just felt we were wasting a bit of time. And I just, look at, we can't be sitting around. Bill Cullen, first thing he said this morning, don't want anyone sitting in a room. There's bloody 5 of us in there. You know, it's just, I needs to get out and get talking to people, you know.
It's very weird running an event without the use of the internet, without the use of email, without the use of Facebook. I mean, it's bringing it right back down to basics, but I'm loving it.
Shauna, just give me a quick call there. I hear your brother is the man to speak to about Tyrrell Pass GAA.
I'm working events. We're putting on a big event tomorrow. We don't have to sell tickets for it. I mean, it's the easiest type of event that you have to run. So, yeah, I mean, it'd be foolish of me to think that I wouldn't be the strongest person out of both teams.
Who looks after the Tidy Towns committee here? Teresa Dunn. Do you have a number for her?
Basic strategy today was literally on the ground, talking to people, going into local businesses, trying to get them all aware of what we're doing tomorrow. Where's the hotspots in town? Where should I be going? If I wanted to meet a load of people right now today, where would I be going? Where's the hotspots? Where will everybody be? This is Dave.
How are you keeping?
This is Downey.
Downey, how's it going? Good. Lovely collection you have.
Yeah, super, eh? We've approached a couple of businesses. The chauffeur guy there, he's going to bring some cars down just to make the place look pretty. The plan was to get who the sheriff is in town, you know, and we talked to a couple of sheriffs. We talked to the oldest man, the oldest woman, and they're head of the Tidy Towns Association, they're the head of the Art Association, the birthday club, everyone. And literally, she's made contact with everybody. You know, they're the sheriffs, and they're going to put the word out.
Hi, everybody.
Sorry for disturbing your dinner. We're having a big fair in the green tomorrow beside the church, and we'd love you all to come down. There's going to be slides for the kids, and there's going to be bouncing castles and a lot of fun games and literally a bit of crack.
This is definitely where I want the PA system to be, the centre of attention.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried working with Will because obviously I have never worked with him before and I don't know what he's like, but on a personal level he is a nice guy and I've been very, very impressed so far.
After Will and Tara have recce'd their village green, they go to discuss how they get the word out with the local shopkeeper.
Who would be the best person to speak to get actually the word out to get the event, to get people to the event tomorrow?
Well, John Delaney here is involved in the development and Joan Clancy.
Well, obviously, this task is obviously to organise that event and to get as many people down here and to shake the trees is paramount. So in that sense, I think we have done a good job for the timescale we've had. You know, we've used our heads.
I rang Midlands radio station, OK? And the update with regard to that is it would cost us a lot of money because it would be an advertisement. So I was asking her, you know, we were going for the line of more of an announcement. So basically she said that would cost us a lot of money. So she said she would be able to give us a plug, but that would have to be, that would involve a lot of prizes for the radio listener. That's the only way she would do it.
It'd have to involve prizes?
Yeah.
Is Jay there?
I am, I'm listening to you here, Will, yeah.
Jamie now has a confession to make to Will.
How did the price go from 60 up to 200, man?
€60 was for 300 handouts, was for 300 flyers. Now we're at 650 flyers, so I'm saying...
Jay, I don't want 650, man. That's way too much.
Will, I'll just give you the logic behind 650, right? There's 2 football matches tonight, 2 big football matches tonight.
200 are going to be handed out in Portlaoise, 200 are going to be handed out at a match in Stradbally, and these are the kind of people you need at the fun day. So...
And then we have 250 to hand out tomorrow morning.
If we have the money, you know, to get something in time to actually to convince the radio guys that we're here, great. If not, we're just going to have to use our... I don't want any more than €200 on...